Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. We have Leo, Virgo, Cusp. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and leave the rest. We have this energy of you guys, it's like I wanna. You guys want to do certain things. You guys want to launch. You guys want to get out of your comfort zone. You guys want to take more risk. You guys want to implement new things. You guys just want to do a lot more, but that's all you want. Right? You're saying what you want, but you're not taking the steps that are needed to get there. So let's figure out this week, how can you turn these wants into actions? Because a lot of you, again, are saying all of these things that you want, but because the vision or the end game of something seems so big and seems so far or seems so huge to attain, then you just stay in that space of wanting and are not actually planning and are not actually taking any steps. So let's say you have this big vision, right? And when we're going to use something just as an example, right? Let's say you want to run, right? You want to run 5 miles, right? Or you want to do your first 5K or whatever it may be, and you've never run in your life, right? And it's like, okay, if you want to train for a 5K and you want to, how much time do you want to give yourself for that, right? And you have to be realistic, right? If you haven't worked out, if you've never ran, if you've never worked out, you can't give yourself a month, because there's a chance that you're most likely going to end up injuring yourself, right? Because you have to find a rhythm. You have to be able to strengthen. You have to be able to do other things, right? So you have to give, first of all, yourself a realistic, let's put it this way, deadline to approach whatever this is, right? In this example, it's going to be a 5K. All right. So how many days a week can you actually train that you're not going to tax yourself or you're not going to overdo it, right? And then how is that going to look like, right? How much are you actually running? Are you doing intervals of running and walking? And all of these things, how long are you stretching before? So you have to be able to learn to work backwards from a big dream or a goal, right? To work backwards and break it down into things that you can do on a daily basis to help you achieve it. And that is where a lot of you are getting stuck, right? You have this big dream, you have this big goal, but you don't know how to get it off the ground. Because when you look at the end game of something, it just seems overwhelming, or it seems like too much to achieve. So break it down into smaller parts. So let's go ahead and let's pull out your tarot just to clarify. So we have the Four of Wands, Lord of perfected work. The Nine of Cups, Lord of material happiness. And then we do have the Queen of Swords, Queen of the Thrones of Air in the reverse. So a lot of you, it is yourself that is holding you back, right? You're holding yourself back because you're setting limitations. You're telling yourself that something is going to take too much work, or you're telling yourself that there's no way that you're going to be able to achieve it, or whatever it is. For some of you, honestly, it's like you're making unrealistic goals or deadlines. I always say aim for more, but stay within a reasonable space, especially if this is something that you're starting off and you're still battling these thoughts, right? These doubts within yourself, right? Because then the more that you achieve these goals, then the less and less doubt you start to have within yourself when you set new goals, right? So let's go ahead and let's pull out a love energy card. Now this can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, self. In spirituality, we have the chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So a lot of you have this energy or this fear of failing, this fear of not attaining your goals or your dreams, there's always going to be what ifs. There's always going to be unknowns when it comes to you chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, right? And it's not just a destination always. You have to learn to embrace the journey, right? Because there's going to be detours, and that is something that occurs for all of us, right? Some of those detours we may enjoy more than others, but regardless of anything, we are to embrace them and we are to celebrate them when we are in that space. Stop labeling, let's put this way, your experiences in a way that, like, you know, as bad or as evil or as whatever it is. Because when you stop labeling it like that, and you just label it as an experience, because that is just what it is, then you take away that fear that it may have, and then allows you to go ahead and actually start taking steps towards what it is that you want to do. So your closing message, we have number 17, Eye of the Needle, intentionability, right? Intentionality. Don't laugh at me. Intentionality, right? What is your intent, right? What is your intention? Are you taking actions towards those intentions, right? And that's really what you're being asked to do. Just take that intention and actually take that step through, right? If you're, I don't know if any of you saw, but you know, when you're trying to put the thread through the needle hole, right? Sometimes it's easier than others times, right? And sometimes there's little gadgets and things that you can use. I don't know what it's called, but the little thing that you put through, and sometimes you can just do it by looking or whatever it is, depending on the size of the needle, right? The needle hole. Sometimes when the needle hole is bigger, you can put the thread right quickly through it. And other times you may have to use something else to go ahead, you know, to adjust or to help you with that. And that's what you're being asked, is like, what is it that you need to do at this moment in time to actually take actions within that intention? Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.